Dad, are you crying?
Who is your daddy?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
I am your father.
All right, welcome back to Two Dads, One Sippy Cup. We are returned. We haven't been spurned. I'm doing different rhymes each week now, just switching it up.
Okay, well, why'd you take your hood off?
I didn't.
I thought we were doing hoodies.
I don't like the way I look in a hood. I feel like I look funny. I guess it doesn't have to be all the way up like this. I don't want to do it in a hood.
Why? You look cooler now.
Do I look cool? I feel like I don't look cool. I feel like I look like the opposite of cool.
You look cool, man. Don't sweat it.
I'm sweating it. I'm definitely sweating it.
Just leave it on. We're doing hoodies.
All right, this is the hooded episode. I'm not gonna be able to leave this on. You have like a lot of hair. Like mine gets caught on the stubble, and then it gets all messed up.
Sure, man.
I think I'm ruining my kid's life. I think that's what's happening.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think I am, dude. I really do.
Why?
Bro, you know how I am. Like I'm just
I do.
Like extraordinarily anal. Like, and like my house, it appears that way. Like you can tell like I'm anal. Like it's not the kind of house you walk in and you're like, wow, this is a real comfy place. Like it's just not like that. You know, it's like the house you walk in and you're like, don't touch anything. Like
it was like Schmidt from New Girl when he wanted that crazy seat.
It's exactly like that. Yeah. Like it's just like it's like I'm Schmidt in the relationship. Like I'm the one who keeps everything clean, and it's whatever. My son, the past 2 days, when he sees shoes outside of the closet, he's taking them and banging on the closet until we open it for him so he can put them away.
I mean, I don't think you're ruining his life.
I am, dude. That's ruining. I'm ruining his life. He's gonna turn out like me. His life's gonna be ruined.
Is your life so bad?
I feel like it is pretty bad. Yeah. Like I
feel like it's like totally not.
You don't think?
No, you seem to be doing pretty all right, man.
All right. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like to like have to think like to see a shoe and want to put it away, like that sucks.
No, well, I mean, I guess it's different. Like, so Michael has been obsessed with cleaning.
Oh yeah.
But sometimes it is just the opposite. Okay. So he decided that he was going to smush his banana as much as he could and break it into a million pieces and throw it all over the floor.
Okay.
But the reason he did that was because he wanted to go get his fake vacuum and vacuum the mess. Now, when you smush a banana on the floor into a million pieces and then run a plastic thing over it, it like really makes a mess.
Are those fake vacuum cleaners? Do they suction up stuff?
So the one we have does not, but I'm pretty positive they make like a $30 like Dyson.
I saw that
like
one
at Target that like actually works. Now I don't think you should be sucking up a banana in any type of vacuum, a real one or a fake one. But I'm just saying, sometimes the mess gets worse by him trying to clean. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, man. Chances are your kid. Here's how it normally goes, right? Like, a kid is either going to grow up and be like almost clones of their parents, or they go the complete opposite route.
True.
And it doesn't necessarily mean good or bad thing either way. It's they put their own spin on it, I guess, and that's kind of how kids decide. But
I want my kid to be like, Marissa can leave a dirty dish in the sink. Like I can't. It has to be like I can't wake up to dirty dishes. Marissa can, mainly because Marissa knows that I'll clean the dirty dishes in the morning if she leaves them there at night. So
why are you so cynical like that? How do you know it's like that?
Like what?
That you really think Marissa's thinking in her head?
No, but do you see how bad? Do you see how my brain works though? Like, do you see how my life is, man? I don't want him to be like me.
You know, it's in the blood. It's got to be a blood thing because just the other day when I was at Jimmy's house, he heard his baby crying upstairs. And he's like, oh, Mikey pulled out a big chunk of her hair and kicked her down. And I'm like, why does your brain go there? Like, why? And Nicole has like a similar brain, like thinks like the worst of things sometimes. Like, I can't explain it. Like, I could, but like not on the pod. Like, it would just take forever. And I'm like, what's in your guy's blood that like takes you there? Like, what takes you there to like, what's the worst possible thing I can think of right now? Oh, your son pulling out my daughter's hair with a big, and he like described it like, oh, it's a big chunk of hair in his hand. And I'm like, what?
Fuck.
I'm like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, why is that coming to your brain? Like, I don't think it's going to Marissa's brain that you're gonna do the dishes. I really don't.
Sure, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe she just thinks the magical dish fairy is gonna do them.
No. It just means like, all right, I'll do it in the morning. And then she wakes up and she's like, oh shit, Vinny did it. Thanks, Vin.
No, see here I think that's where you're going wrong. I don't even think she thinks about the dishes again. Like, because they're done, they're just like, she doesn't even remember that she didn't do them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she's waking up seeing the clean dishes and then she's like, wow, I have a great husband. I think she's waking up and being like, wow, what a beautiful day. Like,
all right, so
and I hope my kid can be like that. You know what I mean?
You swallow a little bit of your analness, whatever you want to call it.
I don't want to swallow.
Don't do the dishes. See what happens. See how many dishes pile up, or if they get clean.
All right. This was our first weekend where we had a great expectations, and Mike had his expectations this week. So, your expectations were that you were going to sleep in on Saturday morning because you were very tired. You were going to watch TV with Michael for a couple hours. You were gonna then go get pizza and beers with your in-laws. What ended up happening?
Well, Jimmy's not.
Well,
I mean,
he's an in-law.
he's not my in-law.
He's your in-law. He's your cousin-in-law.
Is that a thing?
Bro, he's your in-law. He's not your family by blood. He's your in-law. What do you want to call him? What would you call him?
My friend?
Well, whatever.
All right. Well, whatever.
Well, the story was by saying in-law, we know that he's now related to you. That's why I said it. Do you want me to say your friend who's also happens to be your wife's cousin? Now you're wasting my. This is why you should have just let it go. Now we just wasted 25 seconds talking about whether or not he's an in-law or a friend or whatever the fuck.
Are you done, dude?
I'm done.
You didn't even like. You said we wasted time. Nobody here wasted time but you. You just went off, and I didn't even say a word for like 7 sentences. You just kept going.
All right, you go. Let's hear it. How was your expectations?
Well, anyway, they. Okay, well, they were off to a really bad start. So, Michael, we got the call Friday that Michael threw up at daycare.
Of course.
And that there was a stomach bug going around daycare. Michael was the third one hit. He wasn't the first. So, it feels good to not be the first, but it also, when I dropped him off that morning, I knew I was done. I knew it. I said, "Oh, I'm done. I'm done." She told me what happened, and I was like, "Yep." I texted my brother-in-law, and I said, "Buckle up, man. We're fucked." He ended up being fine. So, but Michael ends up throwing up. He throws up again when he gets home. And then, honestly, like, my morning, in terms of what I expected, like, kind of happened. I slept till, like, 8 o'clock. Michael got up at, like, 7:45, so I didn't, like, I wasn't like a piece of shit husband. I was just like a little bit of a piece of shit husband, not like a huge one.
Right, like 15
it's not like he woke
worth,
up at,
yeah.
It's not like he woke up at 5 and
Right.
like I was just sleeping until 9 o'clock. He comes and wakes me up, and Nicole's like, "Mikey, why don't you eat your breakfast?" So we ate his breakfast, and then he comes in bed, and we watched TV till like 9 o'clock.
Nice.
However, so I already knew that like going and hanging out with somebody was off the table. But I said, you know what? I'm off to a good start. I think I texted you. I was like, it's happening. The Great Expectations, it's happening. And then life decided that Mike doesn't deserve happiness. And long story short, I was trying to upgrade my cable services, my internet services, and the guy comes around 8:30, installs the new wire, a new modem, disconnects my old service. He's there for about 2.5 hours, and then he leaves. Only for me to find out that they were leaving me without cable for, and as they said, 24 to 72 hours. But Sundays and Saturdays don't count.
Oh, okay.
I didn't find that out till Monday, by the way, that they don't count.
Oh, really?
Everyone kept telling me, they kept saying 24, 72 hours. And then Monday, when I called first thing, they're like, yeah, business hours. And I'm like, you motherfuckers, not one person said that except for you. And trust me, I was on the phone a lot. But Saturday, I was okay with them on the phone. I was fucking miserable, like
Right.
angry, because it just ruined everything. Like Michael's sleep, no, like his noise monitor, like the noise machine is on Wi-Fi, so that wasn't working. And like we had to use like the little travel one that's like sounds like shit and like not loud. And like he woke up during a nap because the neighbors were playing basketball and like shit like that. I mean, we were fine like distracting him. Like obviously it wasn't like as calm as it could have been, but I was fuming because I felt like I got robbed, right? Like I had something, somebody came to my house, and then I didn't have something. Like I would have been okay if they were like, hey, you know, the wire, we need to send a construction crew out. Like they need to run a new wire. Fine, but why'd you have to disconnect my shit? You know what I mean?
That makes no sense. It really doesn't. Especially
Like,
because
I don't care.
You know that guy who set it up, you know he knew, and he was like, "I am not dealing with this today." And
No,
just
he said they'll call you in 20 minutes to activate it. You'll be all set. I said, cool, man.
He totally fucking knew. He totally
Yeah.
fucking knew.
So all night I'm waking up in the middle of the night looking at my phone to see if my Wi-Fi is working. No,
Nothing.
dude, I wake up Sunday morning and I lose it. I fucking lost it. Nicole said I forever changed the word motherfucker for her.
So like, okay, so you were really pissed. Was Michael there when you were angry, or did you go somewhere else?
Okay, so here I was on the phone. I was on hold. You know how it goes. It's not like they just pick up, hello, Optimum. They're like, I have to put in 100 times my code, my name, my email, my this, my that. And as soon as they picked up, I sprinted into my bedroom and closed the door. But Nicole said she heard everything I said.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
So yeah, my life was, I didn't get Wi-Fi until Monday night.
True.
And like I said, I don't even care about me. I just hated the inconvenience of like Michael's shit not working right.
Right.
You know, like that was more upsetting to me. Like, oh yeah, okay, me and Nicole are fine, but like I got to deal with this on top of my son who's sick. Like, come on, man.
True. I feel like although I feel like you let yourself get too upset about it.
Bro, I got lied to.
You did get lied to. I would be so mad. I would have been so mad.
Dude.
I guess the difference is though is like if they took our Wi-Fi, like I don't have phone service here. Like everything's on Wi-Fi. I wouldn't be able to call Optimum. Like I have to drive to the fucking supermarket to go talk to Optimum. Like
It's crazy. I was on the phone. Dude, I was on the phone so much with them that on Monday when I called to like they were helping me set up something, like after it was working, the guy goes, you called a lot. He goes, I'm looking at your file and you called a lot, didn't you? And I go, yeah, about 100 fucking times, dude. And I wonder if it like says anything about what I said.
I'm sure that they put a little note in like angry. Like,
I said some bad things. I told them I was going to find the closest Optimum and do bad things to them.
that's bad, dude. You cannot be threatening people. You can go to jail for that.
Yeah, so I found out, Jimmy told me that his friend threatened an insurance person on the phone, and Nassau County Police like showed up to his house and arrested him, $7,000 bail.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He
All right,
said he was
so-
going to kill them or something.
So your weekend besides the big fuck up, that wasn't part of the expectations, obviously. Did you end up getting to go? So you did end up getting to go hang out with people, have beers, pizza, or whatever food. Or was that Sunday?
Yeah, on Sunday.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I would have done it anyway,
Right.
but football was on. I had to go somewhere. Like I
Right.
had to go somewhere. So yeah, we ended up doing that on Sunday, but you know, I was still very mad. Like as
True.
much as like it was nice to go, like I was so mad, dude. Like so mad. You really missed out because you probably would have enjoyed hearing my yelling.
I would have, yeah, I would have liked that because I definitely would have been
But-
like, I would have egged you on in a way where I made you feel bad about the way you were acting, but also made you. I would also be making fun of you so that you would have probably gotten mad at me too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I probably would have like said bad shit to you because like the first day, dude, I was nice to everyone on the phone. You know, like I was like I told everyone, I'm like, listen, it's not your fault. I'm just asking you to help me.
Right.
Like I know you didn't come to my house and do this. I know it's not you, but somebody better help me. And after 24 hours of that, I couldn't be nice anymore.
Right.
Like I couldn't. Cuz I was like, what did being nice get me? Got me fucking nothing. Not that yelling got me anything, especially because I called the day after everything was fixed telling them that I'm going to leave Optimum and go to Verizon. Is there anything they could do to make me stay? You know what they told me?
Eat their ass.
They said, nah, there's nothing we could do. I'm like, you motherfuckers just left me with for 3 days with no Wi-Fi or cable, and there's nothing you can do to make me want to stay? Nothing?
That's
Nothing.
pretty funny.
So I'm leaving. I made them come out and spend money on their construction crew to come install a new live wire to the cable lines, and I'm leaving.
Hey,
See you
now
later.
you have new cable. I guess you get Verizon. That'll be fun.
Well, I'm gonna cut the cord. I'm gonna do YouTube. I'm doing it.
All right, good for you. Cut the cord.
Yeah,
see how it
but
goes.
but moving on from my cable issue, I do have something happened when I went to Jimmy my in-laws' house.
So this is the what would you do differently?
Yeah, so well, not differently. What would you just do in this situation?
Okay.
I guess. Okay. So, as you know, my in-law, as you like to call him, has a
I do like that actually. I'm gonna call him that from now on.
okay.
I'm not gonna refer to my
My-
shit
my-
anymore. I'm just gonna call him that. Yeah, it's Mike's in-law.
That's Mike's in-law, Jim.
All right, keep going.
So Mike's in-law Jim has like a 14-month-old. I'm pretty sure that's how old she is. And her and Mikey play, like they love it, they have fun, whatever. You know, halfway through like the evening, we get there at like 2:30. I don't know what time it is by now, 5 o'clock. We were all downstairs, but like sometimes we were upstairs getting a drink, whatever. So Emily, my wife, and Emily's sister was upstairs with Alicia and Mikey. Downstairs was me, Ro, and Jimmy.
That's really funny.
I go upstairs. I want to get a drink or something. Who knows? Pizza. I don't know what I was getting. And like Mikey is with Alicia and Emily, like kind of by the stairs to go down. And Emily's talking to me.
Okay. Okay, keep going.
Emily's talking to me and she's like, "Hey." Oh, I don't know what I did.
What
I
happened?
don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Is it better now?
It's just the same.
Okay. I accidentally clicked minimize. Emily asked me, "Do you want like a seltzer or something?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So Emily like steps away from the stairs, right? So I'm just talking and like I notice like Mikey by the stairs. So I like, you know, I go over there. Alicia is like halfway down the stairs when I get to like the entryway, and she's like on her butt, you know how her and Mikey are doing it like on their butt, like they slide one step at a time.
Okay.
And you know, Mikey's like kind of on like the first or second step, And next thing you know, Alicia just tumbles. And like she must have leaned too far forward because she went like head first, like, and then legs like straight up in the air.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then like, slinkied her way down. And and I'll just tell you, I didn't say or do anything. I just watched it.
Okay.
And all you hear is Jimmy go, "Oh my God!" and the baby cried a little, and then she was fine. You know, it was like they have a carpet, like the stairs are carpet, the basement's carpet. It was only 3 or 4 steps. Not that you wanted to see it happen
No, of course
ever,
not,
but like
yeah, obviously you're telling
so
the story.
Jimmy's
Everything was fine.
Yeah, so Jimmy's flipping out, rightfully so, and I'm just like at the top of the stairs, just like looking.
You weren't laughing though.
No, but so Jimmy ends up getting upset with me that I didn't say anything. Now I have 2 reasons for it.
Okay.
One, well, I guess 3. One, like if Mikey falls or in general when kids fall, I try not to react, like because then that causes a domino effect of kids reacting. 2, even what was I gonna say? Like I'm supposed to instantly process what's happening and like tell Jimmy to like Spider-Man over there and catch her.
Right.
And 3, I guess I just like froze. I guess like I literally watched it happen. Like like I watched her do a step, and I'm like, this. Normally when Michael does the steps, I go in front of him.
Oh, okay.
But like by the time I got there, this kid was already halfway down the stairs. I don't know what they do.
Right.
So I watched it and was able to like see, like it looked bad, right? Like it looked like a kid like
falling down the stairs.
Ridiculousness, the show.
Yeah.
Like the symbol is like they call it the scorpion or something, where like the arm, like the head is like crazy and the arms and legs are like in the air. Mm-hmm. That's what she looked like.
Oh my God.
So then Jimmy was mad at me because I didn't say anything. Now my question
how
to
long
you,
are we talking about mad? Like he was like instantly mad, but like,
instantly mad, and then for the rest of the night, like anytime Alicia moved a muscle, I screamed, "Jimmy, look out! She's moving. She's by the couch. She's on the side." I obviously made it right. I had to like zip a little just to be a dick, but and like I don't know. Like my question is, what would you do if you were me?
I just don't think there's anything you could have done. I mean, like I guess what I would have done probably. I guess I can't even say what I would have done because I think I would have froze. Like I think I just would have been like,
yeah, but it's not even a matter of freezing. It's like as she's falling, Jimmy sees her and runs and screams over there. Oh, okay. How much faster was I supposed to react? Right.
And like I guess the thing is, it's true. Is also like if she's halfway down the stairs already, like in your head, like in my head, I would have been like, oh, that's pretty cool. They've already taught her to go down the stairs. Like that's what I would have said in my head.
Well, my wife did tell me that earlier in the night. Nicole like sprinted to block the doorway to the stairs, and Emily's like, "Oh no, she's good on the stairs," and like they let her supposedly do that. Oh shit! I didn't like know that or anything, but like, okay, when I got there, she was already halfway down, and Mikey was in front of me. Like there was no like, getting her,
Huh?
I mean,
that's pretty crazy.
I mean, I guess
there's nothing there's nothing you could have done. There's nothing anybody could have done differently. So I don't think
no, there is one that I just thought of now. What? Is I could have said, "Hey Jim, she's going down the stairs. If you want to try and get her."
I guess, but like you said, like again, like in my head, I still would have been like, it would have taken. This is how it would have went. I would have said, "Wow, that's pretty cool. Lacey knows how to go down the stairs all by herself." And by the time my brain processed that, she would already be upside down. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, there was not. I'm telling you, there was no processing time. It was like by the time I saw it all unfold, Jimmy, he was quick. He was quick to get to those stairs.
Dude, like, when your kid's falling, like, sometimes you just react. And do you feel like there's one parent who reacts quickly and then one who doesn't? Do you ever notice that? Not like in all situations. I'm saying like when something happens, one parent always thinks it's way worse than the other.
I think me and Nicole are all, like similarly on the same page
True.
when it comes to that. I more internalize it. Like I'll freak out and like Google something versus like outwardly like express something
Right.
like that. But going back to like it's in you genes. Like Nicole isn't like this, but one time we were at my father-in-law's house and Michael fell and hit his head on the back of the coffee table, and it was glass with wood. So you know how when it makes a loud bang.
Yeah, yeah.
And Nicole, and anytime that Michael falls or something, Nicole's dad is like a yeller, like, "Oh my God!" like, and runs. Like one time, Mikey was going to open the basement door, and he like was like, "The door!" and like sprinted and like screamed and like scares him.
Right.
And that's how Jimmy reacted. I'm like, it's in the fucking blood, man. Like you can't break that. Like that's just in you, or it's not. Where it's like. Or even like when Nicole's growing up, like her dad was like the yeller at the games, you know?
Right.
Whereas like that's not me. Like Nicole's dad could be watching a sports game that he has no rooting interest outside of fantasy purposes. And he'll be like, "Oh my God, what a shot!" or "Oh my God, what a catch!" And I'm just sitting there like just watching. I got like that's just not it's not in me.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not in me to yell when Michael like falls.
True.
On top of like not wanting to boost his reaction.
I feel that. I try not to like I always hear like every time the dog barks, he like this is not every time. Every time the dog barks and the nanny's here, he starts crying. But when I'm here, I don't like even acknowledge him when that happens because I'm like, dude, come on. It's this dog lives with us. You know what the dog sounds like.
Yeah.
Every time anything happens, the dog barks. Like so he doesn't do it for me anymore. But now, the nanny, I always hear her and she'll say something like, "Oh my God, did the dog scare you?" Like, and he's like, he eats it up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they do. Like I think that's what like that generation does though. Is like they baby them. They baby them a little bit, and like we do too in our own ways. But
my mom has to like bite her tongue when she's around Michael because I remember one time we were just walking and Michael fell. Like he was running and he fell and scraped his leg. My mom's like, and like caught her mouth like literally, and she caught it quick enough where he didn't even cry. He just had a scrape on his knee and just kept running. And like if she like let it out, he would have screamed.
Yeah, 100%. Like, cause like sometimes they hit their heads and then they look at you like, "Was that bad? Was that bad?"
Yeah, it happened the other day. So Michael has this tent that's right next to me, and he like runs full speed into it, bro. Like it was against the wall for his birthday. He ran full speed into the wall. Like all we heard was a big bang. He didn't cry, nothing. He was so happy. The other day, he runs in and he trips, and I didn't say anything. I didn't see what he hit because the tent like closes a little.
Right.
But I guess my face was concerned because once he saw me is when he started to cry.
Right.
Like he was fine, but he saw my reaction and was like, "Oh shit, I think I should cry right here."
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
But speaking of
they react to
crying,
emotion.
the worst, honestly, to me, and I think I was the only one who caught it. So if Jimmy's listening, I don't know if he listens anymore. The worst part to me was Alicia's screaming, crying downstairs, and Jimmy's like flipping out. And Michael thinks it's funny when babies cry. So he's upstairs dying. He's like, and when he laughs really hard, he puts his hand over his mouth and like, he's like, I'm like, Michael, shut the fuck up, dude.
That's really fucking funny, dude. Because
Main reason because I know Jimmy, because now I'm thinking like Jimmy's gonna think Mikey pushed her down the stairs and like
and thought it was funny.
Yeah, but he just thinks it's funny when babies cry. Like and it's hilarious. Like if even if someone's like his age and crying, he'll point at them and go "baby" and laugh at them. He thinks it's hilarious. But I'm like, dude, you cry over bullshit.
That's really funny.
So I was like, oh my God, like, Michael, shut up, dude. You cannot be laughing. Because, you know, I didn't even know, like, if she was okay at that point. You know, like, I don't know. Jimmy's downstairs holding her. He didn't, like, run upstairs, you know?
Right.
So at that point, I didn't even know if she's okay. And Michael's hysterical laughing, like, how funny this is.
That's pretty funny.
But I'm happy you probably would have done the same thing as me. Like, I didn't think I was in the wrong. I was just saying, like, if you would have done anything different.
No, I don't think there would be anything to do different. Yeah.
Want to know a sign of maturity?
No, we're not ready for that.
You
yet.
don't. You don't want to know a sign of maturity
All right,
on my end?
Let's hear it.
I apologized to Jimmy.
Like
I said-
wholeheartedly or like a dick?
Yeah, like in a serious way. I said I am sorry that I didn't react in a way that you thought was suffice.
Okay.
It was the only thing I could have apologized for.
Yeah, no,
It's not like I.
That's a
it's not
classic.
like I.
That's a classic Mike apology. I'm sorry that you feel the way you feel about what I did. That's
But
what
I didn't do anything.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, no, I mean, like,
you're saying,
I mean,
you're saying it wasn't a sincere apology.
no,
but I'm
that's not a
saying it was.
sincere apology, dude. You just
It was.
You just the way you even said it to me, like I would have been mad that you the way you said it. You said, "I am sorry that I did not act in a way that was sufficient to you." What a ridiculous thing to say.
Why is that ridiculous? It's true. I didn't react fast enough for Jimmy.
I don't know, dude. I'm not mature enough to like even apologize. So like I don't know how they're done correctly. I would have to talk to somebody who knows how to apologize.
Yeah, and on top of it, I have Roseanne sitting there going, you know, Mike, that never would have happened if you didn't have Emily getting a seltzer for you. She said it like 12 times. I'm like, Jimmy's going to kill me if you don't shut up.
That's pretty funny. All right. Let's move on to our Reddit of the week. So I got two here, and I'll let you just be the deciding factor here.
Okay.
You fucker.
We
right.
don't curse on this podcast.
Oh, this is a curse-free podcast. All right. So the two options are: your child isn't responsible for your feelings, or my brother and sister-in-law used the baby name we were planning on.
Okay, so I want to stay away from the in-laws one because I have in-laws who are having a baby.
Okay.
So I just feel like I shouldn't touch that conversation.
You think they're gonna steal your name?
I have no idea, but I also don't have any names like in general.
Okay.
Ooh, I just farted. Did you hear that?
No, but thanks for letting us know.
No problem. So I just feel like it wouldn't be appropriate for me to, talk about that.
Okay. Whatever. So we'll go with the other one. Your child isn't responsible for your feelings. Something, and this is more of a discussion, not really like somebody did something, but something I've seen people say on the sub is that you shouldn't tell your child they hurt your feelings, or along the lines of, "You made me sad when you did X." I'm a first-time mom to a 7-month-old, so I have a little ways to go before he's even saying anything hurtful, but I'm sure there will become a time when he does. I'm looking to understand this concept more because while theoretically no one can control your feelings but you should still be aware that sometimes the way you say things can hurt other people. I'm wondering specifically the way you say things can hurt. I'm wondering specifically why people are saying you shouldn't say this to your child, though. I have told my mom or sister when they have said something hurtful, or why specifically should we not put that on our own child? This person is like an idiot who can't fucking make a full sentence. But you get the point.
Yeah.
I think that when a kid is a kid, like, you shouldn't try to make them feel like emotionally bad for you at the adult because you.
Well, I
have your
mean,
feelings.
I also don't know like what age are we talking about here.
Let's discuss it. Okay, let's say like, I don't even know. Like, I think any age really. Like, unless the person says, okay, let's like put out a scenario here. Say for example, and because I saw one like this on the parenting Reddit the other day. It was like this is exactly the situation. The kid had a field trip, and the mom he asked her to be the whatchamacallit, the person who comes, when you're the mom that comes on the field trip. What are you?
I don't know.
What do they call those people?
How come you're getting mad at me for not knowing when you don't know?
I'm losing the word. You should know the word. The chaperone.
I know.
The chaperone.
There you go. The adult supervisor chaperone.
Yeah, so he asked her to be the chaperone. No, she said, "Hey, are you sure you want me to be the chaperone?" And he said yes. Then at lunch, she was like, "Hey, can I eat with you and your friends?" And he said, "No, I'm gonna eat by myself with my friends." And like, I don't think that it's right for the mom to then be like, you made me feel bad for eating alone. Like, that's such a ridiculous thing to like make a kid feel bad about.
I definitely think that it is like anything, not black and white. Like everything's situational. Like in that specific one, like you're allowed to be upset as a parent for whatever reason. You know, your kid's growing up, or they think you're a loser, whatever the case. You're allowed to be upset about it, but like you can't be like, yeah, like it's like he's a kid. Like
he's a kid. He just wants to hang out with his friends. He doesn't want his stupid lame mom around. Like come on.
Yeah.
Like she shouldn't have asked in the first place.
At the same time, you can't just be like, my mom's a fucking bitch, like to her face.
Well, no, because then that's different. Like then you're being disrespectful. If you're just like, Mom, I want to eat with my friends, you can't like get mad because you feel bad that your kid doesn't want to hang out with you.
Correct. But at the same time, like making someone feel bad and disrespectful is like such a thin line.
True.
Like in life. So, and and parenting is like that, right? Like everything is such a fine line between like what you should do and not do versus like what's okay and not okay. And you got to find that balance of.
But I guess the thing for me is like as a kid, the times where I made my mom feel bad or my dad feel bad or I felt like I was are the times where I felt like emotionally the most crushed. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe you don't, but like.
No, I feel you. That's why you got to find that like that line where it's not like. It's also all about presentation too, right? Like you can't like go up to your kid like sobbing, like you hurt my feelings, you didn't let me sit with you on the field trip. Like no, dude.
Yeah,
but,
that's true. I don't know.
I mean, it's not like feelings, right? Like for right now, for Michael, everything, bro, is no or stop or like he doesn't want you to do shit for him. Like you can't even go get his cup of water. He needs to go get it. Like it's crazy what's happening right now. But what I tried to tell him today is like, you could just say no, please. I'm not saying you're hurting my feelings, but like when like me or Nicole is trying to help him and he's just saying no, you're like, the fuck? Like and I'm just trying to like make him
be polite. That's different.
Be polite.
Yeah, that's totally different. You're not telling him.
But it's so close to that line though of like.
Yes,
if someone just tells you no versus no, please.
The thing is you're on the right side of the line. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, it's a thin line, but like, it's obvious when you're over it. Like, sometimes I will hear the babysitter say.
I wasn't saying no, please. I was saying no, thank you.
I figured that. Okay.
It just hit me. I'm like, no, please. That doesn't make.
I did think
sense.
that was weird that you were saying no, please, and I was like, that's weird. He must mean no, thank you. I hope he means no, thank you.
I did. I meant no, thank you. Okay. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, what the fuck did I just say? I'm like, did I? I'm like, no, please.
Yeah, like I just think you have to like toe that line carefully because like as soon as you're like using emotions as a way to control your kid, that's fucked.
You can't use. Yeah, same thing in a relation. You can't use like it as a weapon, right? Like
right.
Emotions are something that you have to teach your kid, but like you can't use it as a weapon against them.
Right. Yeah, like it has to be like, hey, like. You know, I don't even know. Like, I don't think you can ever bring up, like, that specific scenario that I brought up. I don't think you can ever bring that up. I think your kid was just being a kid, and, like, you just have to let it go and, like, not be a lame fucking loser.
100%. You can never bring that. But I do think you could tell, like, your kid, like, you hurt my feelings, but I feel like they gotta be old. Like, they have to be able to understand what you're saying.
Bro, if my mom told me I hurt her feelings, I would cry immediately. I would just, like, at 30 years old today, if my mom called me and told me I hurt her feelings, I would cry on the spot.
Yeah, but you would get it. Like you would understand.
Well, yeah.
Now, you can't do that to a kid who's gonna cry on the spot and then not understand.
No, yeah, no. I think that's the thing though. Like once you start saying that to a kid, like you're emotionally damaging them. Like you are literally taking your emotions and being like, hey, you made me feel bad, so now you have to feel bad too.
Yeah, like no.
Like that's what that is. Like there's no reason to bring that up like at all. Like you could definitely teach that in a different way. Like you can like talk about that specific scenario without including your fucking self in it.
I don't know. I
mean-
that the scenario you brought up is like wild. Like if like like
She's
like that person
she
must
literally
just stink.
she literally well like here's the thing. The other moms were eating with their kids.
Oh no, that's fucked.
But here's the thing, and somebody pointed this out in the comments. They were like, yeah, but like those moms probably didn't ask their kids first if they could eat with them. Because otherwise, you know what I mean? Like, you asked.
Well,
now you have to
I get it.
respect his
Like-
decision. Like, you asked.
Like, not that it hurts my feelings, but like part of me gets a little sad when Michael doesn't want me to do something for him. You know, like he's getting older and it's like it's cool, but also like at the same time it's like sad. Like I'm like fuck, like he's getting so big, like he doesn't even like want me to do this for him anymore.
Right.
Like that type of thing. So like yeah, you're okay. It's okay to like feel any way you want, but like just shut up.
Yeah. I think you just have to shut up. I think 99% of the time you just have to shut up.
You know, that's like a big philosophy. I'm like, just shut up and just
Yeah,
be
just
quiet.
shut the fuck up.
Just shut up. No one wants to hear it.
All right. Great expectations for this week.
You have one?
I have one, yeah. We
Nice.
are going to Charlotte on Friday morning.
Oh.
So we're taking it's an hour and 45-minute trip. Vincent's at the point now where he can either take 2 naps or 1 nap. It just depends on like if we're doing shit or not. Like if we're not doing shit, he needs 2 naps. So here's our plan. I'll let you in on our plan. So we're leaving Friday morning at 10. We're gonna drop the dog off. It's about 30 minutes away to drop the dog off, like on the way to Charlotte. And we're thinking after we drop the dog off, we have an hour and like 20 minutes to get to where we're going. We're hoping that that's when he naps, a little bit at least.
Does he normally nap in the car?
It takes a while, so like he will nap, but it'll take like probably like 25 minutes for him to fall asleep or so.
Yeah, Michael, like legit, bro, he won't. It'll
Oh,
take
really?
45. It'll take
Sure.
45 minutes at least.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like he will. It just like takes a while. But usually what I do is I turn the sound machine on, like Spotify, on like through the car thing.
Yeah, I hate that though. Like, anytime we drive to the Poconos, we go Friday nights.
Right.
So it'll be like 10 o'clock at night after working all day, driving for like 3.5 hours, and I'm just listening to white noise in
Yeah.
the pitch black. Like I'm like struggling. I
mean,
hate
like
it.
at least like we have the like it's gonna be in the middle. It's gonna be in the middle of the day. Like it's not gonna. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
be tired.
yeah.
But all right, so
I get you.
we leave at 10. So we're going. There's a pizzeria right next to this museum, so we're gonna go straight to the pizzeria, get pizza, then go right across the street to the museum, hang out at the museum for an hour or so. Then we're gonna go to my brother's house. Hopefully, he will nap when we get to my brother's house. I'm thinking, because he's got to like sleep in the pack and play. So I'm hoping to get like a nap in the pack and play, so he gets like comfortable, like with the house before he like has to go bound down for bedtime.
Yeah.
And then Saturday morning we're gonna go to the aquarium.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then drive back Saturday afternoon.
So, what is your confidence level in all those things going according to your plan, your expectation?
I mean, I guess like pretty high. I mean, like the worst case scenario would be that he cries a lot in the car ride there, and then we can just like stop and pull over because like we kind of have the
And
leeway of
can
time.
you hold on a second?
Yeah.
Nicole's calling me from the bathroom.
All right, let's hear what she has to say.
No. Now she hung up.
Maybe it was an accident.
Hello?
You move the camera?
We coming out right now? See what I
Alright.
have to do?
We're covered up. But yeah, so
I wasn't even naked. She was in a towel.
But yeah, so I think I don't really. I mean, like, I guess I'm just expecting for it to all go like according to plan and him not to lose his shit. I guess my biggest thing is I'm expecting him to sleep at night. That's my biggest thing. In the pack.
Okay, good luck to you, man.
And then the other thing is like there's only it's only a 2-bedroom house, so like we'll either have to sleep in the same room as him or sleep on the couch. And we've been talking about it, and like we're just gonna kind of play it by ear.
So I will say, when I went to the Poconos with Jimmy and Emily, my in-law Jim,
Yeah.
Alicia slept in a pack and play in the same room as them and was totally fine. Now every kid's different, but just letting you
It's
know.
all gonna be up to the door. Like if the door makes a big noise when you open it, I'm not sleeping in the same room.
Bring some WD-40, bro.
Dude, like here's the thing, like his door is like the whole house is like, you know how like when a house just settles and like all the door frames are just fucked. That's how my house is. So like when you open the door, it's like click, like it just like drops, and then you see his head go like up every time. Like so like there's no
Yeah.
like going in the room and checking on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, thank God. Like when we gutted Mikey's room and like his door, like if you forget something in his room, you can go get it.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
But if he hears you, he's popping up instantly.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So like that's why I'm kind of like I don't know if I want to risk like, but like nighttime sleep is different than nap sleep too. Like nighttime
100%.
they're done. Like they're out. So I just like
100%.
I don't sleep well as it is. So like I just don't want to be like. I also don't sleep as late as him. Like if I wake up like, then I gotta sit there and like. I don't know. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
play it by ear. But yeah, that's my expectations. I will
All right,
update
well,
on
good luck to you, man.
next week. All right, that's our episode. 2 dads, 1 sippy cup. Click that subscribe button. We haven't had a subscriber in like probably 30 weeks or so. So that'd be
Maybe
cool.
your Instagram fame will help us.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna post it on my Instagram tomorrow. We'll see if
Sweet.
any of the food followers will be dad followers.
Ooh, we could
alright.
use an older dynamic.
Yeah, we could. We could get that that older generation into the following.
Right.
All right. Till next time.